Welcome back, everybody, and if you are new here, please consider subscribing, and if you do, click that bell notification to get my latest videos. Okay, today I'm going to be making my grandmother's migas. So to start making these migas, I'm going to toast some corn tortillas, and here I'm going to preheat a pan on a medium to medium-low heat. I'm going to add several tablespoons of oil, and I'm just going to hand cut or hand rip little squares of the corn tortillas into the pan. Now you can definitely just cut these into uniform squares on a chopping board, add it to the pan, but what I'm going to do here is start toasting them until they are crispy, and this will take some time. Now, if you don't have time to wait for toasted corn tortillas and you just want to give them a quick saute, that works too. But I am making these the way my grandmother makes them, and she always took her time toasting the corn tortillas in a pan. So depending how high you have your heat, it will take some time. Now I've been toasting these for about 5 to 7 minutes, and I want to show you they're not quite crunchy or crispy, so I'm going to take them further. You could mix your egg at this point, but again, I'm making my grandmother's migas and hers were always crunchy and crispy, and I do like them that way. Okay, so these are definitely toasty and crunchy. So I'm going to set them aside, and now I'm going to start making migas, and I'm going to be doing them 2 different ways. These are 2 ways that my grandmother likes to make them. I'm going to be using half of the toasted tortillas in this particular pan, and I'm going to go ahead and beat and scramble 2 eggs in a bowl and set it aside. Now, this is something I love that my grandmother did. She liked to add a little pat of butter. You don't have to do that, by the way, but I like it. It adds a buttery flavor to the eggs. I'm just going to let that melt down. Now I'm going to add my eggs, combine it in the pan, and cook it. It's as simple as that. And towards the end, I will be adding salt to taste. And those are migas. That's as simple as it gets, and it's so good. I like to add hot sauce to mine. Sometimes if there's a good salsa, I'll pour salsa on them, but this is it. And I do like my eggs dry, so if you want them a little fluffier, do what you will, but I definitely like my eggs cooked through. And these are migas as I know it when growing up. And the tortilla is still crunchy. It still has texture to it. Okay. So now for the other way that she likes to make them, and this way we loved it. So again, another pan, and to that I'm going to add around 2 to 3 ounces of chorizo. You could make your own at home, you could use store-bought. So now I'm just going to cook my chorizo and break it apart. And once it's broken apart, now I'm going to add the rest of those corn chips that we basically made. And essentially you could use just, tortilla chips instead of toasting your own. Just be careful for the salt in those. So I've already scrambled my 2 eggs on the side. Now I'm going to add the chips right into the pan. I'm going to give everything a good mix. And then I'm going to skip on adding the butter because the chorizo definitely has rendered fat coming from it. So you don't need extra fat in this. So once that's mixed, I'm going to add the egg, cook them through, and it literally is my childhood breakfast. If I were to go to my grandmother's house today and tell her, Abuelita, can you make me breakfast? She would totally make this, and it's so good. Sometimes she would even go the extra mile and put some pan bolillo in the oven or butter it and put it on her comal and griddle pan bolillo to have toast on the side. And yeah, it's extra carby, but it's so good. So I hope you guys give these recipes a try. I hope you like it. And thanks for watching.